All right, I have really been wanting to do this video for a couple weeks. Approximately 3 weeks ago, and maybe 3 days now, tremendous storm came through with horrible flooding. They called this a 1,000-year storm up in the mountains of western North Carolina and East Tennessee. One of the local repeaters that covers the area really well is on top of Mount Mitchell, which is around 6,600 feet, give or take. It's a 2-meter repeater. The frequency is 145.19 megahertz. Um, you can receive and transmit to this repeater across most of the region into South Carolina, parts of Georgia, I think even Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee. I know I can receive it over here in Tennessee. Well, many of the affected areas, 2-meter was about the only way to communicate. And so much of the relief and recovery effort is still, even 3 weeks and a little bit later, being coordinated through this repeater on Mount Mitchell. They have had a running net much of this time with several different net controllers over the time. Right now, they're currently monitoring, although, if they need, they will be breaking in with emergency needs. They have staged a lot of materials to support relief efforts at the Avery County Airport, the airfield up there. They have a tremendous effort going on. They're calling this the We the People mission. This is all volunteer from all sorts of areas and walks of life coming together to help people that have lost everything in some cases, or in other cases, maybe they just don't have access to the outside world. I know I have listened as they've coordinated tractor trailers of um, sleeping bags and winter supplies. They've been looking for propane tanks and for buddy heaters and wood stoves and wood splitters and everything they can do, because there are some of these communities that will not have power for 6 months. And let me say that again, there are some of these communities that will not have power for 6 months. It is October 21st as I'm recording this. That is mind boggling, that they're going to go into the spring and make it through the winter. They're going to need to rely on wood heat, on propane, on kerosene heat, some sort of alternate method. Um, you can see here I have the update of their latest urgent needs as of the 20th. That was yesterday at 10 a.m. They are doing briefings at 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. daily. Looks like maybe the website didn't get updated last night. They're already looking for they need more people. They're already looking for toys for Christmas for some of the children up here. Carbon monoxide detectors, shelves. You can see the various things that they've listed here, that every day they are going through and they are highlighting what the urgent needs are. And they're trying to triage and coordinate moving the urgent supplies from one place to the other, wherever the need is most. You can also listen to their stream online at Broadcastify. If you take a look under the United States, North Carolina, Rutherford County channels, you'll find it. It is N2GE, if my eyes are reading that right and my memory serves correctly. That's the call sign for the repeater there. Um, it, Sometimes this week it's been a little bit quieter. This has been the quietest weekend I've noticed out of all of the last few weeks, as more communication methods are being established up there. I know they've brought in more UHF repeaters for some short range comms and GMRS repeaters and radios for some of the teams to kind of move everything onto other frequencies where they can. Um, but the need is going to be great. Oh, here's an update from this morning, actually. I guess that was mislabeled. They're looking for Connex boxes right now. They need good ways to store things out of the weather. Um, the need is going to be great for a good long while. And the situation in the mountains of western North Carolina is no longer front and center on the nightly news. And it's too bad because this is catastrophic. As I said, they were calling this a 1,000-year storm. That these areas, the probability of this kind of rainfall happening was 1 in 1,000 years. And so, in any case, I would encourage you to consider donating. I have seen a number of YouTubers that are close here in the area and some that aren't helping out. Really appreciate that. Really, really do. But please consider taking a look at the site. It's called we the people mission.us, and the name of the site, as it was a couple days ago, was Project Helene, HELENE. Make sure you get that E on the end, .org. But it looks like they've renamed it to we the people mission.us. And you'll see all sorts of pictures of some of the folks here that have been doing so much to help. They've been doing helicopter drops in and out. They have some teams with pack mules and horses to get into some of these places where the roads are washed out and in some cases non-existent anymore. You see some of the radio equipment they've got there on site. Looks like a nice little setup somebody's got there. But I want to mention it so you can keep it on your radar, and don't forget that there is a lot of rebuilding yet to do in this part of the world. Thank you for taking a look. I hope you can consider doing something to help. Every little bit, I am sure, will help folks to be able to get through the winter that's coming, and and it's a good reminder of the value of amateur radio in today's world. Even though we've, in a lot of cases, got our cell phones and we're more reliant on that than anything else. When all else fails, radio persists as an important tool for reaching people.